glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snags it inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Southern Mississippi!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the FIU Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. A 1st down run on the doorstep.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida International, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gilmore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. FIU will line up to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Scanning the field, it's Crawford. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it in. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. The ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football.
Ball is free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball here. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
On the ground, it's Clay. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Crawford. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse. And they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Dukes. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Jenkins. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious, when he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know everybody likes to call him Dual. Touchdown, Panthers! A great catch and run for 6.
FIU. Number 8.
Looking for the 2-point try. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24. Florida International. 8.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Crawford. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Florida International. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Defensive score.
Snap it to the back. Couldn't quite find the end zone as they stop them on the 2-point conversion and keep them from making this a 1-possession game. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double.
Running toward the tape. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Jenkins. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This will likely be the last play of the half. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've
Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target, and as a result, that ball's incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% this season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Buckley. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. On the move, it's Gilmore. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's got it on the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Panthers are on the move. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll keep it on the ground. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game.
Touchdown, Panthers. And the comeback is on. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Troy was able to walk off the field there in Veterans Memorial Stadium with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Gray. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. we might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like the quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Panthers are marching down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And here they come, almost all the way back. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Southern Mississippi, 42. Florida International, 35.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a man. It's Crawford. Looking left. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win it.
Handoff to the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's going to fire deep. Reels it in down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Clay. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They want that clock to run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and touchdown, Southern Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Florida International offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity.
All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida International. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set. First down. Looking to move it through the air. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, FIU. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his man. It's McNeil. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Coming after it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he dropped it. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Holds it in. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one.